We're talking to Major Moore and Cadet Wing Commander Johnson, dealing with the AFROTC program at Tennessee State University. And of course, ladies, before we had our break, we promised that we would give you an opportunity to talk about some other aspects of the AFROTC program. But I think it's obvious to our audience this morning that the two of you are females. And so let's have you to talk about females in the AFROTC program, not only here at Tennessee State University, but exactly how are they received, females received within the Corps and within service itself. Let's do it from that perspective over the last 7 or 8 minutes that we have here. Major Moore.
Thank you. We consider all our students cadets. We do not differentiate male, female. They are all cadets. Everyone is treated the same, and that is how we mirror active duty. Everyone is treated with respect and dignity no matter what their gender is. Currently we have about 110 students in our program, of which about 28% are females. We're always trying to raise that, and every year it changes just a little bit. Of the 364,000 people in the Air Force, enlisted and officer, they're currently about 19% female, and of the pilots in the Air Force, which comprise about 18% of the Air Force, about 4% are females. And Cadet Johnson and I were discussing today, of all the jobs in the Air Force, 99% of them are open to women. So at no time have I ever felt any discrimination as a female. I think I've received equal treatment, and it does not matter what my race is or what my gender, and it's really been a very nice experience because I haven't just experience some of the things that people do in the civilian workforce. And that's how we treat minorities, women, everyone, all the same.
So it's all across the board. Is that what we're saying, Cadet Johnson, in reference to treatment of females in the service? What about treatment in the Corps at the level that you're in now?
Sir, it is just the same. It's an equal opportunity throughout. The way that I want to earn respect and gain respect is I have to respect those under me, no matter your sex, race, creed, whatever. That's one thing. It's just the way that I actually gained my position. I had to actually compete against guys and females, males and females, but we were all actually judged as equally as possible. That's one thing. It's not just because you're a female, you're a male, or because you're black and white, but we're all cadets. And I wasn't given as slack as, you know, everybody else. We were all treated the same. So I wasn't treated unfairly or lowly or anything like that. We were all up there with high standards. And if you want to get into that position, you have to compete. And that's one thing. I don't mind competing at all.
Okay. And of course, Major, what she's saying here is that as far as leadership is concerned, that you as her supervisor sort of will make evaluations in terms of her leadership, whether without regard of race, creed, or color, or anything. Is that what we're saying here?
Yes, and what's neat about our cadre staff is we have 2 males and 2 females, 2 Caucasian, 2 African Americans. So we try to represent the Cadet Corps. We evaluate the students exactly as we are evaluated on active duty. We actually do a company grade officer performance report on our junior and senior cadets. And those are the same type of reports that lieutenants and captains receive on active duty. So we want them to know what they're getting ready to go through once they get on active duty, regardless of their career field. And there are some career fields that are definitely outnumbered by men, and possibly civil engineering, which Ms. Johnson may go into, may be one of those, but her commander will treat her no different. She will be a civil engineer on active duty 30 days after she graduates from Tennessee State University.
And so everything is really worked toward trying to bring about leadership characteristics regardless of race, creed, or color, or anything. Is that it?
Yes, we have what we call core values: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that we do. So we expect that of all of our cadets, and we hold our cadets on a higher plane than a typical college student. We do not allow them to do drugs. If they do drugs, they will be kicked out of our program and never allowed to enter the military. They are not allowed to lie, cheat, or steal. Actually, every time they take an examination with us, they have to sign a statement saying that exact thing, that they have not cheated on our tests. So we expect quite a bit of our students. If someone has too many traffic tickets or speeding tickets, or some type of civil involvement, we do not allow them in our program. If they have had a lot of civil involvements even before they join, if they have used drugs, many times we do not allow them to join our program because we're looking for the best leaders. We are looking for technical people to run our Air Force, our air and space program today. And that's another neat thing. Women have been allowed in the space program for quite a while. Several years ago, Lieutenant Colonel Eileen Collins was the commander of the space shuttle, and that's something that I always look forward to seeing Cadet Johnson someday, because I believe she will probably end up working for NASA, and I hope to see her up in space someday too.
Okay, Viv, do you expect to go up in space?
Oh, yes, that's one of my high goals.
That's
That's really one of my high goals to